In Beijing this summer, the World Robot Conference turned into a spectacle of engineering, ambition, and a fair amount of showmanship. Dozens of Chinese startups rolled out humanoid robots that danced, hugged, played basketball, and even picked drugs off a shelf. Limex Dynamics, backed by Alibaba, unveiled Ollie, a full-body humanoid with a starting price of 158,000 yuan. Fourier Intelligence, supported by SoftBank's Vision Fund, displayed its GR3 companion robot designed to respond to human touch, with plans to sell it for under 700,000 yuan. And Ubtech Robotics Walker S, priced at 972,000 yuan, demonstrated precise component handling skills already deployed in Zeekr's electric vehicle plants. The commercial reality, however, is more measured. Many robots on display were still remote-controlled. Ubtech sold only 10 humanoid units last year, yet its Hong Kong-listed shares are up nearly 80% in 2025, part of a broader surge in AI and robotics equities. The AI Robot Concept Index from Wind Information has more than doubled in 12 months. Market hype has even triggered regulatory crackdowns, as in the case of Swancore's tie-up with Shanghai Agibot, which saw shares soar 14-fold before the Shanghai Stock Exchange stepped in over irregular trading. Investor enthusiasm is not baseless. China accounted for 51% of global industrial robot demand in 2023, and policy momentum is strong. The government's 5-year roadmap emphasizes embodied intelligence, with Shanghai targeting 100 key enterprises by 2027. Morgan Stanley projects the global humanoid robot market could reach $5 trillion by 2050, with 1 billion units mostly in industrial and commercial roles. Cost advantages are a key factor. Unitree's G1 model sells for 99,000 yuan, compared with Tesla's Optimus Gen 2, which could cost as little as $35,000 if produced in China by 2025, and potentially $17,000 by 2030. The robotics push is part of a broader technological arms race. Chinese automakers like BYD, NIO, and XPeng are integrating robotics expertise, leveraging component overlaps with electric vehicles. About 70% of a humanoid's parts are interchangeable with EVs. At the same time, Beijing is preparing to host the first World Humanoid Robot Games, featuring 4 days of events from football matches to martial arts exhibitions, underscoring the fusion of technology, culture, and soft power. Yet even as humanoids attract headlines, the geopolitical stage is expanding beyond Earth. In the U.S., NASA and the Department of Transportation have set a goal to install a 100-kilowatt nuclear reactor on the Moon by 2030, a move seen as critical for sustaining lunar colonies. The lunar South Pole, with permanent sunlight and millions of tons of water ice, is considered the prime real estate of the solar system. Establishing power infrastructure there is essential not just for human habitation, but for supporting energy-hungry lunar data centers. Adam Jonas of Morgan Stanley frames this moment as part of a larger equation he calls the Elon quotient: securing and diversifying GDP, reducing systemic risks, and sustaining growth to enable milestones like the first human settlement on Mars. His models suggest a single humanoid robot costing $5 an hour can replace 2 workers earning $25 an hour, generating a net present value of roughly $200,000 per unit. At scale, this economics-first approach mirrors earlier disruptive technologies like the automobile and the internet. China's challenge and opportunity lies in converting its manufacturing dominance and state-backed policy momentum into sustained leadership, even as it remains reliant on U.S. firms like NVIDIA for AI chips. Domestic alternatives from Huawei and Horizon Robotics are emerging, but the gap remains. Globally, Japan retains expertise in industrial robotics, Europe excels in precision engineering, and the U.S. leads in AI software. The humanoid race, like the moon race, is a long game, a marathon with no clear frontrunner yet. From factory floors in Shenzhen to potential nuclear sites on the moon's icy South Pole, the next decade will test whether today's flashy exhibitions can transform into the backbone of tomorrow's economy. If China can replicate its electric vehicle playbook, humanoid robots might not just be dancing at trade shows. They could be building the infrastructure for humanity's leap beyond Earth.